Welcome everyone. We're here at the most beautiful track in the world, the circuit of Spa-Francorchamps. Now we're not here for a normal Curbstone track and test day. We're here to launch something exciting, something new, and something that we at Curbstone and Pirelli have been working on for the last couple of months. As you can see, we're here in a studio, Pitbox studio, and we're here to do a virtual launch to respect all the COVID measurements. Now, I have someone here with me that knows everything about Pirelli tires. I'd like to invite Daniel. Welcome, Daniel.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Sam. I'm really delighted to be here, delighted to be with you, delighted to be together with Curbstone, putting together what we believe can be a very interesting and, in spite of all the measures and everything that for COVID we need to take, something that we can really enjoy. Because at the end of the day, well, it's about that. It's in our DNA. We love to be on the track. We love to be at the racetrack. It's what we do, and really this is what everything is about.
So, welcome Daniel on our special stage here at Spa-Francorchamps. Very nice environment, I think.
Excellent.
Like I said in the introduction, we developed something quite exciting together with your company, with Pirelli, the last couple of months. Can you tell us a bit more about what we did?
Happily, actually, I can show you. This is it, basically. This is what we're speaking about. It's a little box. Actually, you can order it online. You should get one yourself.
Well, Daniel, I came prepared, of course. I already bought one.
Excellent.
So here it is. It's for a racing geek like me. Already, this is impressive. You know, it's interesting. A lot of technology in something very small. How does it work?
We've put a lot of technology into this little box. It basically allows you to connect to your tires and, of course, to connect to your own smartphone through an app that you can easily download. In reality, we have developed the solution, Track Adrenaline, we call it, in a very modular way. So you could possibly just use part of it or really have the full solution.
So depending on the level of driver I am, I can buy this module, or I can buy the sensor tires, or I can combine them.
Exactly.
Really tailor-made for the driver.
Exactly. Yeah. That's the idea. If you have the tires, basically the Pirelli sensorized tires, you can just use your app directly. No need for the box as a digital pressure gauge, and you can actually use it to check the status of your tires, even when you're in your own garage.
Okay. At home, even on the couch.
At home, exactly. But if you, of course, want the full experience, particularly on the track, then you will need this little box here and the control units, as we call it.
Okay.
And this is where it starts getting fun.
Yeah, exactly. On track. Now, we've known these things in the past. It's been made in different ways for track day use. What's unique? What's different about this new module?
Yeah, you're right. I mean, there are lots of lap timers, and but this is much more than that. Actually, we've packed a lot of technology into the little box, and this basically enables you to do quite a bit of things with it. So as we were saying, you can definitely check and actually monitor and manage your tires in a much more efficient and accurate way.
Yes.
But it's not just that. It's also about the trajectories, the lap and the sector times, which are measured with a very high degree of accuracy. And I'm not speaking only about times. We will see about this a little bit later. When you're driving, you get real-time recommendations, both on how you're doing the lap and the tires, obviously.
Okay.
You can naturally replay it after the session, so you can compare and check and try to improve. And finally, you can actually use it with multiple cars. You can move it from one to the other.
Yeah, and that's an interesting bit, I think, because we see here at Curbstone a lot of our customers, a lot of my customers, they come to a track day with multiple cars, and they also like to check which is the fastest, and they really want to compare those cars. So basically, they can, with this device, in combination with their app, they can scroll through their own garage?
Definitely, yeah. You can, I mean, within the app, there is a section which we've called Virtual Garage.
Yeah.
And basically you can manage your cars, your vehicles there, and in combination then with the full track adrenaline solution, enjoy on your different vehicles.
Cars. Yeah.
Yeah.
Beautiful. So this is inside the app, I think, right?
Now we're inside the app, yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Already I'm seeing things that interest me as a driver, of course. As a driver geek, I like to see the track width, the length, how many turns are there on a track, but also there's some random info about who's quickest on track. Now, sometimes you have difficulties when you get to a new track. You have to manually put in the sectors at times. Is it also the same with this device? Do you have to put the sectors in, or
no,
how does it work?
No, you don't need to do that.
Okay.
We've taken care of that. So right now in your app, you will find already about actually more than 150 tracks, circuits across the world, and we're updating it, let's say, constantly. So more or less every month, you will find new tracks and new circuits with all the information already there.
Yeah.
Oh, this is what we were speaking about before. This is the digital pressure gauge, basically.
Yeah.
So what we have done, this is something very simple. It's about really checking your in the status of your tires in an easy, simple, quick, efficient way.
Wherever you want.
Yeah, wherever you want, absolutely. And what we have done is, so you can determine which is the target pressure for you. So you can do that freely.
Your
you set
own
it.
Personal
Exactly. So
preference.
We have set a range, sort of a window of which we think as makers of the tires is let's say optimal or definitely safe.
Yeah.
But within this range, it really is all about you, about every single personal driver, and you can just set the target pressure that you feel more comfortable with.
So that makes it very driver oriented.
That's the whole idea. Okay. Exactly. That's the whole idea.
Now,
Oh, I see your eyes. I see your eyes starting to twinkle.
This is what I like in the app. We can see some numbers here. Lap time, split times, sector times, so where you gain or lose during a lap. So basically, in real time, I can see during a lap, where am I compared to my best lap, but I can also see even the tire pressures at that moment.
Yeah, so the system is providing you with all the information that you need to manage your tires in the right way. So when is it best to let them cool maybe, or on the contrary, to warm them up and take them to the optimal temperature so that you can then push. At the same time, you're getting information about the lap time that you're doing, but also the let's say the sector time, and you're also getting an estimated lap time forecast, let's say, depending on how you're doing.
Motivates you to do better.
That's the whole idea.
Okay, another menu in this app. Here again, a lot of numbers. What does this mean?
Yeah, we have a lot of numbers here, a lot of information, but maybe more important than the numbers themselves, it's what's really behind. We were speaking before about the accuracy of the system. So the box contains also a high-performance GPS.
Okay.
So we're not depending of the GPS of the phone or even the GPS of the car. We have a
Okay.
high-performance unit here. And what does this? What this does is it allows you to check and compare each single trajectory that you're taking over the entire lap.
Yeah.
So that means every single corner
So
you
I
can
I can zoom in.
you can zoom
I
in.
can zoom in on a lap, which I thought was a good lap or a
Exactly.
bad lap, and actually compare that with a good lap and see how different my trajectory was. That's,
Exactly.
That's
Exactly.
Okay.
How close were you to the ideal line?
yeah,
Yeah.
crazy. I see another tab, quite funny. Feelings. Now, I guess that's not only about the emotions inside the car, but as a driver, I know that we like to note things down after a
Yeah.
stint.
Yeah.
It was a good stint or a bad stint, and why. So basically, you are making this available for the market for every driver, every track day driver, to really give their feedback of their own run. Is that correct?
This is exactly the idea, yeah.
Okay.
We want to help every passionate driver to become a better driver, and we know that this is important, that you can really track your impressions.
Yeah.
Even from the point of view of tires, for our own Pirelli tire
Yeah.
testers, the subjective testing is a very, very important part of the whole process.
So basically, this device, in combination with this app on the phone, it's not only a coach for the tire, it's also a coach for the driver,
Absolutely.
and it also makes the driver someone who knows their tire better, basically, at the end of the
Absolutely.
ride.
Absolutely. This is
Alright.
now, of course, this is this is all theory now.
Yes.
The question is, how do we get it on the track?
Of course, we have to put it in practice, and then we come back to me, of course, because Curbstone has developed a tailor-made program for that. It's called the Curbstone Clubsport Challenge, and basically it's a non-competitive track day series for Clubsport drivers. Now, Clubsport drivers, what is it? It's gentleman drivers, it's experienced track day drivers, but certainly these drivers, they own a fast production car, even a hypercar or a Clubsport race car. But the emphasis is truly on the non-competitive side.
Okay. What is this? Oh wow!
This is, I have to admit, this is to impress you.
You're getting there.
I hope you're impressed.
getting there.
No, it's a couple of examples. Fast production cars. We have the Ferrari.
You call these fast production cars? I mean, these are some of the most exciting cars out there.
Yeah, maybe we get a bit used to it when we're a lot on the track, but it's true. I mean, there's a very thin line between these three groups of impressive cars. We have fast production cars like the 488 Pista. We have the Lamborghini Huracan Performante. We have Porsche GT2, GT3 RSs. On the hypercar side, we have the McLaren P1, the Senna, and then we go to the race cars where we see actually a combination between the modern GT cars, the classic GT cars, even like the GT1, and cars that have their name in the history books, like a GT40, for example. So, yeah.
That is truly impressive.
It is very impressive, beautiful, exciting cars. And fast cars.
Oh, that's the calendar then.
Well, straight into the calendar, and we're proud of that. For our first year, we're starting with the prologue at Spa-Francorchamps in September. We roll on to Barcelona in October. Next is Nürburgring GP, and we end our first season at Circuit Paul Ricard.
That's quite impressive. These are some of the most fantastic circuits in the entire season.
They're beautiful tracks, and the most important thing about it is actually for the drivers.
Yeah.
These events are held on the Monday and Tuesday after the GT World Challenge Europe.
Okay.
So basically, our drivers, they will be driving the exact same race conditions as the real racing drivers. So I think that makes it very comparable.
That's fantastic. The thing, I speak for myself. In these kind of situations, you would always want to stay, behind the wheel just a little bit more.
Exactly. Now we make it real.
Uh-huh.
But I think sometimes we're a bit limited in time. Most track days are 1 day. Now we've come up with a solution.
Okay.
We do 2-day events, and we are limiting the cars to 25 cars on track.
Okay, that makes a difference.
Yeah, it makes a big difference. I mean, we are creating a bit of space, literally on the track, for every driver to really focus on driver improvement training. That's what this is about. They get 8 hours of track time spread over the 2 days. So, yeah, you might or might not know it, but a lot of customers of mine, they are tired after 4 hours in the car.
Yeah.
It's intense. So we are giving them double of that. So
I might be getting a little bit more than I bargained for here.
Exactly. I think the emphasis for us is also on the driver profile. Again, it's a non-competitive series. For us, Clubsport drivers should be experienced track day drivers, gentleman drivers, but not pro drivers. So the pro drivers that will be at the events can only work as coaches for their customer or clients. They can jump into a car and put a lap in, but they can't join the challenge, which you have something to say about, I think.
Yeah. Well, this is where track adrenaline comes into play.
Yeah.
This is it. So it's about driving the best line. So why this? Because you're right, it's a non-competitive event. On the other hand, we all like to challenge ourselves and become better. And so together we devised this way to basically make use of the high performance GPS and the possibility that we saw before of really checking every position, basically every sector and every corner. And this is what we're talking about at the end of the day. You can see it here.
Yeah.
So
does this also mean, because a lot of drivers and customers I have, they want to go for a quick lap time.
Yeah.
And they're sometimes too focused on it. So they're pushing the car, pushing themselves to a limit, sometimes over the limit. At the end of the lap, they want to see a good time. Now, I always try to tell them, this is not about one time. It's basically about doing every corner right. And that's the only way towards a good lap time. And if I understand well, this is actually what Pirelli has focused on with this device and also our challenge.
Absolutely right. So the challenge would allow you to check really each single corner. And basically on the screens, you can see it here. You will be able to see, if you see everything green, basically that means
good news.
It's a perfect lap, exactly. And every time that a sector or a key curve, a key corner has been done a little bit away from the ideal line, you will see it in yellow or even in red.
Okay, yeah. That's very visual. It's a very visual way of telling the driver if they're doing a good job or not.
Exactly. And so this is it, really. It's we just have to do it, basically.
This is what it's about. I mean, this is how you enter. People can join a full season or an event. They can exclusively at Curbstone track events days. They can buy the Pirelli device and put it in their car, but they can also order it online. Is that correct?
Absolutely.
Well, now, you've got me a bit excited with this. We've been talking about this for a while now. I just propose that we jump into the car and go on track. We're at Spa, so now, let's go. Let's put up on our masks.
I'm with you. I'm with you. Yeah, sure.
Let's go.
This is going to be fun now.